We've been talking a lot about the riders to watch for the coming season, and now it's time to talk about the Gravity girls. Who could challenge Rachel Atherton in the downhill, and with the departure of Tracy Moseley and the absent Anne Caroline Chausson, who could take the win in the Enduro World Series? Well, let us tell you. In no particular order, let's kick it off, and if you keep an eye up on that screen right there, you'll get to see what's going on. The first one is Tracy Hanna, Australian rider. She's a younger sister of Mick Hanna, who's super fast. She rides for the Polygon United ride team. And in 2015, she had a great season, some podiums, a bit of inconsistency, but she did get that third place at the World Championships in Andorra. So she'll be looking to, come Lords, be back in that podium right where she belongs. Marion Caribou of VV Racing. At just 18 years old, she's already your current junior world champion, but she's been mixing with the elites and had some consistent top 10 results at both Lords and Fort William. Now, she might not just be a podium threat, but come a few years, keep an eye out for her. Like Tracy, she's got that older brother to ride and train with, so she's going to be charging come Lords, and it's going to be very interesting to see how she gets on this season. French rider Morgan CHARRE has always been seen as a little bit of an underdog, but she is your 2012 world champion, and in 2015 she had some quite consistent results and even sneaked onto the podium in Lenzerheide. She'll be wanting to back that up in 2016, and well, we hope to see her in the podium charging back like she was in 2012. A big rider to watch for in 2016 has got to be Tahnee Seagrave. She's got to be the main rival for Manon Carpenter and also Rachel Atherton. She got a second place twice last year, and I'm sure she'll be looking to back that up with a first place right on the top step of the podium. She rides for Follow My Dream Racing, which is owned by her dad, and they've got a couple of younger riders which they're trying to develop into the racing circuit. Now, one super rad girl that you want to watch out for is toothless rider Casey Brown. Now, you might have seen her in action already this year. At the Rotorua Crankworks Festival, she won the Whip Off Worlds. Casey can definitely whip, hashtag that. But she'll be riding for the Trek Factory Racing Program as part of their Enduro team, and she just got second place at the Argentina round of the EWS. So it's also worth mentioning that she's been doing downhill and Enduro split. So will we see her focus on Enduro for the rest of the season? Who knows? One of Tracy Moseley's biggest rivals in 2015 was CECILE RAVENEL. Now, the French rider is on that COMMENCALE Val Nord Enduro team, and she had a great start to her season in 2016. She took the first Enduro World Series win just ahead of Anne CABIROU and will be looking for that overall title come October. Will she get it? Well, we're going to have to wait and see, but I think she has a very good chance. Now, these two caused some trouble. The GEHRIG twins, Anita and Carol, both ride for IBIS Cycles and their factory program. Now, Anita is known as the faster one, and she got a top 5 at Chile the first round of the Enduro World Series. Carol, she's been in top 10 quite a few times, and both of them will want to find that top 10 consistency and maybe even break into the top 5. Let's hope that they do, because they're a lot of fun to have around on the circuit. Katy Winton is one super fast British Enduro girl. Now, she had a great season last year, a couple of 7th places, consistent top 10 finisher, and that was well noticed. For this year, she's been picked up by Trek Factory Racing and could be seen as Tracy Moseley's protege. Tracy took her to a couple of races, and they spent a bit of time out in the Alps riding and training together, which really I think will bring her on. And I think that she's going to have her best season to date. Katy Curd of Rose Bikes had a great season in 2015. She got her first ever downhill World Cup podium with a 5th place at Fort William and backed up with consistent top 10s and a 6th place at the Wyndham World Cup later on in the year. Now, it is worth noting that she got the 4-cross World Championship in 2014, so it's really a bit of a jack of all trades, but she will be focusing on downhill and she'll be wanting to get into that top 5 again and maybe even into the top 3. We'll have to wait and find out if she does. Another French rider, MYRIAM NICOLE of COMMENCALE Val Nord race team. She's super fast when it comes to the fast, steep, gnarly downhill tracks, and she got her first ever win in 2011 on that technical track Val de Sol. Now, unfortunately, she started her season off quite badly with a broken shoulder, so we wish her all the best, but come later in the season, you're going to see her absolutely ripping on some of those steeper tracks, and we really hope that she gets back into the top 5 and maybe even a win back where she belongs. Unfortunately, we've heard that TEGAN is now injured, and we wish her all the best. We'll hope to see her back at Fort William and that her shoulder will be good and strong again. So that's it for our wrap up of who to watch in the Gravity Girls for 2016. Now we've talked both about enduro and downhill, so for more great videos on GMBN, why not check up there for what is downhill? And if you want to know more about enduro, check out just down there for what is enduro. But before you watch either of them, click right in the middle to subscribe. It's free and you get a great video every day of the week. If you like watching girls absolutely flying down the hill, then give us a thumb up like.